Okay, we should be streaming now. Let's make sure everything's going. Looks like. Alright. Okay. So, at work today, I had to make some silly little pins. They're just some turned pins. They're kind of long, but it's no big deal, except for the end of it needs to be knurled, and I didn't have the right knurling tool at work. All we had was the push style knurling tool, and being that these shafts are only 1/4 of an inch, whenever you go to push on them, they just deflect away from the work, or the work just deflects away from the knurling tool. So you just bend things and break things that way. So what I need is what I call a pinch knurling tool, and I happen to have one at home. So I brought some work home today, and we're gonna knurl these up real quick. And I got a couple of other projects to work on tonight. This is another little project from work. I'm pretty sure these are metric threads. It's been a while since I measured them, but I'm pretty sure these are metric threads. And so we're going to actually be doing some turning on the CNC mill over there today, or on the CNC lathe rather. But that will be after we knurl this this little guy. You can see him right in there. I already got it set up. I knurled one of them just to make sure that it was going to work, because this material is pretty hard. So, scooch my pad back in the right place. So, without further ado, we'll just get this started. I already got my 0 set up. So I just go to 0 on my X, which is eyeball centered over the top, the diameter of this part here. And I'll run this machine backwards in reverse and feed out. And that seems to work pretty good for getting a good knurl on this with this tool. A little bit of oil. Okay, that didn't want to go, so I'll get it started this way. Go. I must have needed a little bit more of a lead in onto the diameter that I'm going on to. Right now it's just a straight shoulder with a small chamfer, but evidently that it wasn't, the wheels of the knurling tool weren't riding up onto it correctly, so it was just trying to pull the work out of the holder. So I just started it on the very end and then I'm letting it feed out like I would normally. That seems to have fixed the problem. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, that looks like a pretty nice knurl. There's no really dimensional requirement for this. It's just something, they really just use it as a hold, a finger grip, you know, whenever they're using this tool. So there's no dimension or anything that I'm trying to hold here. So it just, all it has to do is look good. Which, let's see, that does end up looking pretty good. So I'm going to go over and just deburr the end of it real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so usually after knurling, the ends of something like this, like where it started and stopped, will have a pretty nasty burr. So what I just did was go over there on the sander and just by hand put a chamfer on that, which you can see there. It's just something to, you know, make it feel nice when in the hand. And that's a much better picture of the knurl. Okay, so that was a silly project done. So let's go over to the CNC lathe, which I think is warmed up by now. Grab our project camera. And now we can wheelie on over there. Good. Power cable. Alright, ready to go for a ride? Here we go. And there we go. Now we're over at the CNC lathe. Now I can't capture the video or any video coming from this machine. So let me see if I can get you guys closer. Trying not to knock over the whole stand. There you go. You can see it from there, kinda. Okay. So now, next thing we're making here is we're going to be making this, whatever it is. Excuse the air compressor. Let me turn it down a little bit here. I just got the air compressor going in case I need to blow anything off like I did with those knurls. Now this is something that I don't have any drawing for. Customer just came in and dropped it off and said, I need 2 of these. So I'm going to have to take some measurements and see what we can do about making this pretty much the same thing. So, reset. Okay. So let me go grab the thread checkers and we'll get back to it here in a moment. So this is my thread checker thing here.